Have you guys noticed that we're living in a history book with everything around us destined to be discussed in a college or university class? Sure, that's not really new. There have always been defined moments that we recognize as important when they happen. 9/11, the fall of the Berlin Wall, the moon landing, JFK's assassination, the horrifying day Jimmy Fallon was selected as the host of The Tonight Show. If you were alive when they happened, you remember where you were. But this feels different. This isn't a single moment in time. It's every moment in time. Every day something new seems to happen that will become the next chapter reminding us not to forget. COVID, Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the Hamas and Israel's retaliation in Gaza, the denial of climate change, the collapse of the United States of America. It's relentless. Yes, you heard that right. Whether you want to admit it or not, the greatest superpower to ever exist is on the eve of destruction. I can hear you Americans now. We're not going to let anyone destroy our country. Well, you jackasses, you're the ones doing it. It's not all your fault. Sadly, your forefathers set you up to fail. They created a system that promotes the worst of capitalism, greed, inequality, and the monopoly of power. Use that as a political motivation and you're stuck with a government whose interest isn't what's best for the nation, it's what's best for the people running it. Of course, it doesn't help that you're forced to choose between Dumb and Dumber as your party leaders. On one side, you've got a doddering old man who's been accused of memory lapses, being a serious risk to national security, and harboring a criminal for a son. On the other, you also got a doddering old man. But this time he's the political equivalent of Jim Jones, a leader who wants his followers to drink the orange Kool-aid and believe that he alone can save the country. Remember, Kool-Aid Man has 91 open criminal charges, has been convicted of both fraud and sexual abuse, and currently owes $500 million in damages. And don't forget that he led an insurrection against the duly elected government. Of course, that doesn't matter to his simpleton followers. They simply shout, "Oh yeah," and blindly bust through the wall to join the leader on the dark side and help him build his new republic. Face it, there is so much anger, resentment, and lack of trust between the political factions in the US that you can't, in good faith, call it the United States anymore. It's more like the divided states of America. If things keep moving in this direction, the greatest democracy will cease to be a democracy. The good news is that it's not too late to stop the insanity. After all, your forefathers gave you the power of the vote. You just need to exercise it. So next election, weigh your options carefully and consider the greater good of your nation. Then vote with your head as well as your heart. With any luck, you'll wind up with Michelle Obama as your next president. Anyway, that's my opinion. But what the hell do I know? I'm just a dog.